Hello guys, you are welcome back again on my channel. On today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut a simple gown, a long gown with a off sleeve. That is what we'll learn how to cut today. Okay, please, if today is your first time of coming into my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos, you will get notified. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, this is the fabric we'll be working on today, and it's an Ankara fabric. The gown we'll be working on today, there won't be any joining on the gown. There will not be any joining. There won't be any joining. It will be a straight gown from shoulder to the length. So that is the the gown we'll be cutting today. So because of that, I'll be folding my fabric this way because I don't want any joining on the waist. This is the normal folding, but when I fold this way, I will not be able to get the full length I'll be working on today. So because of that, I'll be folding this way. This is the way I'll be folding you see, I'll be folding it this way so that I'll be able to get the length without joining. So the length we'll be working on today, the measurements we'll be working on today, I have the bust measurement of 47, I have my waist measurement of 45, and the hip measurement is 48, and the gown length is 59 inches. So I'll go ahead right now and cut it out. This is where I'll be folding it because I don't want to have any joining on the waist. It's from shoulder down to the length of the gown. There won't be any joining. So I'll go ahead and fold it this way. Then I will measure out my 59 inches. Then I'll be adding extra maybe 1.5 inch of folding allowance. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll be cutting two pieces of this. So when I measure this way, I'll cut for the front piece. I'll go ahead and cut the back piece as well. Then before we proceed. Okay guys, I'm done cutting out the fabric I'll be working on today. Like I said earlier, I folded it in horizontal this way instead of folding the normal way. I folded it this way so that I'll be able to get my 59 inches of gown length without joining at the waist. So now I've cut it out. I have the front. This is for the front piece, and this one is for the back. As you can see here, I have my 1.5 inch of zip allowance. I'll be adding zipper to this particular gown. So then let's get started. Let's input our what I will do right now, go ahead and add the shoulder measurement. I'll go ahead and from this point I'll be marking out my shoulder measurement, and the shoulder measurement I have is 17 inches. I have shoulder measurement of 17 inches, so 17 divided by 2 will have 17 divided by 2 inches. We are going to have 8.5 inches. So I will be marking out my 8. This is my 8.5 for the shoulder measurement. I'll go ahead and add extra 1/2 inch of joining allowance, making 9 inches. So I will mark it this way. This is this is my shoulder measurement. So on this shoulder measurement now, I will come down by 9 inches for my armhole measurement. So here I will mark out my armhole measurement 9 inches. So I'll connect the line. So here now I'll mark out my underbust measurement. And my underbust measurement is 16 inches. So I'll mark it out 16 inches. Then shoulder to hip measurement I'll be working on is 25 inches. So I will come here and mark out my 25 inches of the shoulder to hip measurement. So the rest here is my gown length. So And the neckline I'll be working on is a round neckline. So I'll be using 4 inches depth. I'll be using 4 inches of neck width. So I'll go ahead and mark my 4 inch. Then the neck depth, I will be using 4 inches as well. For the front neck depth, I'll be using 4 inches as well. Then I'll go ahead and mark it this way. Then for the back neckline, I'll be using the neck depth of 2 inches. You can use 2 inches or 2.5, depending on how high or low you want the back neckline to be. But I want mine to be a little bit high, so I'll be using 2 inches. So here I have my for the back neckline and for the front neckline. So I'll go ahead and make a curve. So I will put my French curve. This is for the back neckline, and this is for my front neckline. It's a simple gown with a up sleeves, a simple long gown. So here on this armhole, I'll be coming down by 1/2 inch for my shoulder slant. I'll mark 1/2 inch, then I'll connect from here to this place for my shoulder slant. So this is for my shoulder slant. Then on this armhole now, I'll go ahead and make an armhole curve. If you don't have friend, you can use your free hand. So this is my armhole curve. Then for the front armhole, I'll be trimming the front armhole. Then on this shoulder slant, I'll be measuring the remaining. I have 8.5 here, so the midpoint of 8.5 is 4.2. So I'll mark it this way. Then I'll come in by 1/2 inch or 0.7. I'll be coming in by 1/2 inch. So this is for the front neck, for the front armhole. Then I'll connect it this way. This is for the front armhole. Okay. So now let's impute our horizontal measurement. So the bust measurement is 47. I'll be adding extra 2 inch of ease so that, because I don't want it to be too fit. I don't want the gown to be too tight. So 47 plus 2 inches will have 49. So 49 divided by 2 will have a 49 divided by 4, because this is on fold for the front piece and for the back piece. So 49 divided by 4 to give us this like I said, 49 divided by 4, we'll be having our 12.2. So I'll go ahead on this armhole, I'll go ahead and mark 12.2 plus 1.5 inch of sewing allowance. So on the underbust, the waist measurement is 45. So I'll go ahead and mark 45, added I'll add 2 inch of ease. So that is 45 plus 47 inches. So 47 divided by 4, I will have 11.5, 11.7. So I will mark my 47. Then I'll go ahead and add extra 1.5 inch of sewing allowance. Then the hip measurement, the hip measurement, is hip 48. I'll go ahead and add extra 2 inches, making 50 inches. So 50, I'll mark out my 50 inch. Then I'll go ahead and add my extra 1.5 inch of sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead and add extra 1.5 inch of sewing allowance. Then we'll connect the lines this way. Okay. Then on from this hip, I want the down to open a bit. So I'll go ahead and make an A shape, a straight line down. I'll go ahead and connect from here. From the hip measurement, I will connect it down to the hemline. Okay, so this is what I have here. So we go ahead and cut out. So I'll be cutting it out. I'll be cutting out. This is the neckline. For the back neckline, I'll be cutting it this way. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. Then the shoulder slant. The armhole, I'm cutting out the armhole. The back armhole first. First of all, cut your back armhole before you trim the front armhole. So you can decide to make it straight, but I want mine to open a little bit from the hip measurement. I want it to open like the down will open like a shape. So you make a line straight from the hip down. If you want it straight, you can also from the hip you mark out the same measurement and you connect it straight. But I want mine to have an opening like an A shape opening. So this is it. So I'll go ahead right now and cut out the front neckline and the armhole. So the front neckline here, you raise it up so that you won't cut your back. So you place it this way. For the round neck, so I'm done with the front neckline. I'll go ahead and trim the armhole, the front armhole this way. Okay, so for the zip line, I'll be opening it. This is for the back, so I'll go ahead and open up the zip line. I'll be adding zipper to this particular gown. So I'm opening up my zipper allowance. Okay guys, we are done with the cutting of our simple long gown. This is how it is. This is the front, this is the front, and this is the back. So we are done with the marking. It's a simple gown, a simple long gown. You can see how the back, the down is open. If you want it straight, you can as well mark it straight. So we'll go ahead right now and cut out the sleeve, the puff sleeve we'll be adding to the gown. Then we'll let's cut our sleeve length. our puff sleeves. Like I said, I'll be adding a puff sleeve, a circular sleeve on the dress. So after cutting the circular sleeve, and this I'll be using elastic to hold the down part. So as you can see here, my fabric is on fold already. I've measured out the amount of fabric I'll be needing, so it's on fold. So here I have the sleeve length I'll be working on is 13 inches. Sleeve length of 13. I'll go ahead and add extra 1 inch of sewing allowance. I'll use 1 inch to sew it. So what I'll have now is 14 inches here. I folded, you can see the way I folded my fabric is on fold. I folded it by 4. This is a circular sleeve, but I'll go ahead and use elastic to hold the down part to make it puffy. So here now I've folded my 14 inches, 13 inches sleeve length plus extra 1 inch, making 14. So I will, from here, I will mark 14 inches all round. I'll be marking 14 inches all round. So I have my 14 inch here. It's a circular sleeves here. I'll mark it all round 14 inch, 14 inches. So I have my 14 inches. Your sleeve length plus extra 1 inch of allowance. So my sleeve length is 13, then I went ahead to add extra one, making 14 inches. So I'll go ahead right now and cut it out. It's a circular sleeve. I'll be using elastic to gather the down part so that it will look puffy. So here now I have my circular sleeve. So I'll go ahead and notch here. Then you'll notch this part as well. So this is the midpoint. I'll open it. So I'll be opening it up. So all the places I've notched, this is the midpoint. So I'll go ahead and connect the lines, the notched lines this way, the notch point. I'm connecting it, you see, here, then here as well. This is the place I notched. Okay, so this is the midpoint. Remember, it's a circular a sleeve, but we use elastic to gather the down part. So having done that now, the next thing I will do right now is to get the circumference. The circumference of my arm sleeve round circumference is 15 inches. So you divide 15 inches by 6.28. So 15 divided by 6.28 will give us 2.3. So from here now, I will come down, I will mark my 2.3 here. So from that 2.3 as well, I will come down again by 2.3, then I will mark it all round. I will mark 2.3 from this point. I'll go around and mark my 2.3 for my armhole, for my sleeve armhole. So I'm marking my 2.3. You measure your sleeve round by 6.28 inches. So that is what I'm doing right now. 2.3. So this one is for my armhole. I'm trying to get the armhole measurements. So I have my my armhole here. As you can see, this is a circular sleeves, but I'll use elastic for this part. So having done that, now I'll go ahead and notch and open it up. So so that I'll be able to get my armhole. So this is my armhole. Okay guys, we are done. This is for the first sleeve, as you can see. So here, this place is the where I'm going to be joining at the shoulder. I'll go ahead and I will use a elastic to gather here, to gather it to make it off. So that is it for this tutorial. I'll go ahead and cut another, the same way I've cut this. I'll go ahead and cut it out for the second sleeve. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that whenever I upload videos, you will get notified. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.